Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk, where we cover sports and more for the culture, by the culture, because we are the culture. Hosted by your favorite twin duo, those Jackson men, Gary and Cary. You can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where you can rate us, review, subscribe, follow, and most importantly, share. Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk, where we cover sports and more.
All right. We getting this show started off on a good note.
First of all,
we getting started off on a good note. What? First of all, what?
It's poking you in your chin.
That's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I hadn't done that one in a while. If you hadn't paid attention to the thumbnail, if you hadn't paid attention to, well, you can't see my cursor, but my finger pointing up there. If you hadn't paid attention to that up there, we went through a rebranded thing. We thought about teasing and all that good stuff and all that. We ain't got time for that. We are now
G&CSportsTalk. That's pretty good. Yeah, we did that. We ain't even playing it. We ain't playing it. The breaking news. Bottom Line Sports Talk is out. G&C Sports Talk is in. We coming with that good, same old energy. Ain't nothing changed but the name. Wear a G on my chest. I don't need Dapper Dan. You feel me? Hey, we back with another one. Shout out to Jay-Z. What up, though? What up? What's good? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. It's been a long weekend. I had sinus troubles. I was out before 9:30, as you can attest to. So everybody in the comments, send y'all love and well wishes to me. Yes, I'm telling y'all to do that because I have no sense whatsoever. But I managed to watch a lot of March Madness, and I know you did too.
I'm enjoying both sides, man.
But before we get into all that,
okay,
it's still the same thing, same slogan, even though the name changed.
Yep.
This is G&C Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you did.
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Again, I'm going to remind y'all quite a few times. This is G&C Sports Talk, formerly known
as Bottom Line Sports Talk.
And we're going to get real quick into these comments.
I like the rebrand, man.
I do too. Hey, y'all, coming from my sis, fellow Louisiana native.
What up?
Houston Texian, if you will. Hello, sis. Hello, Chelsea. This is our mother. Everything looks good. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
From our dear mother. Love the shirts. I gotta go find my other shirts, but you know my favorite shirt is I drink and I know things.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How, you know what I'm saying? Game of Thrones, if you know, you know. Tanya Fisher, how are you doing? Hello. Thank you so much for your expertise.
What's going on, Miss Tanya? How you doing?
We have Black Raiden in the building. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
I feel like my
Raiden.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
What up, bro? What's up?
Still watching your channel, dog. Still watching your channel. Still love it. Great video last week, by the way. Keep getting them dubs too, man.
Oh yeah, I don't think I seen him lose a game. If he did, I don't remember that. Basketball is over. You know who I got a text from when UNC won? Said hit me up and said.
You talking about when they lost?
Uh-huh. Why you just can't let me have it?
I couldn't let you have it, man.
Well, when they lost, he hit me up and said, "It's a sad day."
It's a sad day, and man, you won. You're not lying, Sid. It was just imagine how we felt watching that game and after the game from somebody that don't even attempt a three. He might be in the transfer portal.
Hey, we stayed alive longer than Caleb Love, so that's all that matters to me. It was only hours.
Well, right, I'm about to say.
Hey, we stayed alive, though. Real quick, let's go and get through the rest of the best slogan ever, especially the reason. G&C for our initials. You know what I'm saying? It could have been C and G for some people who might have wanted it to be, but that was taken by a lot of people. We're trying to avoid all that good stuff.
Gotta avoid it,
man. Yes, good evening, G.
What up, G?
My accountability partner, the lovely Miss G. R. Houston Jack in the building. How you doing, G? I know we ain't talking like we usually do today It was a lot going on, but yeah, we got to get back to it.
Man.
It felt different not talking to you today.
Tell me about it.
Yes, Sade. Hey,
What up? What up? What up? What up?
how you doing? Loving the new Brandon. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Love the name change. Thank you so much. And get this out of the chat. Oh, I can't wait till he disappointed. I can't wait till he disappointed at the end of the year when they don't make it possibly to the finals. Nevertheless, they not winning the championship.
Yeah, I gotta get past Denver first, man.
That's here and there. I'm tired. G, I'm right there with you. I need a nap. With my bad Mac Aries said I need a cigarillo and a Casamigo.
Yeah, I need a cigarette and a Casamigo.
You know.
All right, it's because your mama said so. Hey. That's why that is a fact, and we got to get the game-free for life.
I was waiting for him. I'm not going.
Purdue,
7'4" dude who
Zach Edey, that was overlooked. We gonna get on him in a minute too. I'm gonna get on him. I'm on his head top too.
And for those who don't know, Tanya has a love-hate relationship like we do with Duke. No love is really all hate. Boo to Purdue, and we still on that bandwagon. They not winning the championship. I know I ain't wrong about that. It's still UConn. We just wanted UNC to make it to the Final Four. They did not, however, make it.
Man.
Neither did other teams. We will get into that really, really soon. But when we want to start, because I say I got to do it right for now.
Okay.
Put that thing down at the bottom, just as a reminder for people. And if you will, if you could, music is something that we love. It's a part of the reason why we say the culture. Music is a big influence on our life, and in sports, it works
It works both ways, man.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
Thank you for the same. So, if you will, whatever you are listening to, if you could put an M before, put it in there. We want to make sure we mention it at the end. And if you don't know, here's the inside joke. For repeat offenders, you will know. And for those who know me, you will know, especially you. The fun of this whole thing is to see me sit up here and struggle pronouncing the names of the artists. So, if you will, anything that you'll listen to that you want us to put on the screen and shout out and just make sure that we listen to, because we are music heads, put an M next to it, put the song and the name of the artist, and we will gladly shout that out towards the end.
Hey man, I can't wait. It's been some music I've been listening to, a couple of things that's been going on, but hey, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So, not very much football news. I only have one thing that'll come at the end or towards the end, but might as well stay in basketball because that's the hottest thing going on right now. Right.
When it comes to basketball, I want to start in the NBA because March Madness is going to be the thing that we talk about mostly today, as far as the breakdowns, what went wrong, what went right for the teams that made it and the ones that did not. Joel Embiid may be making his appearance tonight. He has been out since early January.
Yeah, I believe with a knee injury, if I'm not mistaken. He's been out for a nice little minute. And he may be returning tonight, or he should be playing tonight. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he ain't rushed into coming back, but if he does come back fully healthy 100%, he does give Philadelphia a good chance to, of course, get into the playoffs and possibly go a little bit longer. I mean, you can't go wrong with Joel Embiid.
Do you think it really matters? Because I don't know if it really matters if we're saying that the Boston Celtics are supposed to be the team that wins in the East. Does it really matter whether he comes back or not, besides them finally making it to the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, I think it does, man. Tyrese Maxey has grown into a great player for
third year.
Yeah, third year out of Kentucky, out here from Garland, Texas.
Out from Garland.
Yeah, coached by one of my good friends, Dominique. Shout out to Dominique. But Tyrese is coming into his own as an all-star. We'll see if he becomes an all-NBA player in the future. You have Kelly Oubre. You still have Tobias Harris there. Even though he's so inconsistent, when he good, he good. And that is if he could be that player that I know he could be, then I have Philadelphia making a nice little run into maybe the second round, maybe third round. But it all will come on Joel Embiid's knees, his health.
They can't ride his back.
Yeah, man, can't ride his back, man. That boy been carrying their franchise for almost a decade, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's back when the process was supposed to be a process, but it turned out to be a hypothesis. Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I mean, for him to come back, it is a big deal. He was playing as he could have been a two-time MVP the way he was playing earlier this year.
Right.
Even though we both know that the Joker can literally get it. He's in that rarefied air like LeBron James. When it comes to him actually coming back, I feel that it matters, but then I also don't, because even him coming back, I wonder, does he have the choke gene in him because of that appearance that we saw the last game before they got eliminated when James Harden was still on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tyrese Maxey has stepped up, was just a big thing. Kelly Oubre was a big addition. I just wonder, was it Doc Rivers? Was it James Harden? Was it Joel Embiid? And if they can't get over the hump, then what do you do next? Because he hasn't gotten this much rest since COVID.
Yeah, he been a one man. I ain't gonna say a one man band because that's those talk.
He's got a few role players.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, but I mean, back to the question that you had said, Doc Rivers is Joel, was it James Harden? I'm gonna say D, all the above. Everybody did not play their role, and they still have Joel, as great as a player he is, still hasn't gotten to the Eastern Conference playoffs, and we need that to change. I think something too, because I brought up his name and I wanted to say it. I didn't know if I was gonna say it, but it fits in here so much. Is Doc Rivers the problem, and has he not looked in the mirror to discover that he's the reason why teams won't and cannot succeed outside of the Clippers and the run that he had with them, with their inability to not finish when it comes to finishing off their meals in a sense, or not playing with their food. Or back in the day with the Orlando Magic, with one of my favorite players, Tracy McGrady.
Or back with Orlando, right? So when I look at it, I don't understand if it's him or what, but he keeps getting jobs, which I'm not mad at that, because we've seen other places, other sports, even in that sport, people get jobs and they honestly don't deserve them.
Right.
I think he deserves a job, but I also don't know if people understand he's not the one that's going to get you to the promised land. You don't sniff the promised land with him. You only see it a little bit closer than other teams do.
Yeah, and then of course last week when the Lakers came to play the Bucks were up 14, and somehow, some way, the Lakers came back in overtime and won the game. And without LeBron.
And no longer can they blame the coach because they got Doc Rivers. No longer can they blame not having shooters because they have Damian Lillard, the ultimate shooter, one that doesn't get the love that he deserves as much as he should, because he can shoot as good, if not better, it's debatable, than Steph Curry, and we all say he's the greatest one, right?
Yeah.
He can shoot as good, if not better. And so they have him, and they're still giving up leads. They don't play very good defense. They get in dumb foul trouble. They're just the whole thing reeks of, I don't know if it's Doc Rivers or if it's their team, but Doc Rivers seems to be the symptom to what none of these teams can do, which is get any further than the second round
or third round and just flame out. But we'll see, man. I believe for this playoffs, I think it's going to be Boston and Milwaukee to go to that final playoff push. Again, you cannot leave out Miami Heat. Yeah, we will continue to say that.
Miami
will not leave out the Miami Heat, man.
Miami does not care how they make the playoffs. And since this play-in has came in, they are the reason why this play-in appears to work. But I want to go ahead and get in the comments real quick before we go ahead and continue. Once again, this is the new and improved G&C Sports Talk. That's the C.
I'm Cary.
I'm the G, and I'm Gary, and we're here right here with you. So again, repeat offenders, you know the deal. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And if you're new, we're calling you to the altar. Like, subscribe, share, and tell us you knew. No, I'm just playing. I'm not trying to put that much pressure on y'all. But yes, real quick to the comments. We have shout out to Southern Baseball for knocking off number 18 LSU last night. Swag love,
baby. Swag love
to our arch nemesis and rivals. And yes, we are in terms of Purdue.
All right, who on Purdue? Okay, Mama, I'm gonna calm down.
This is from Charlotte. You want to read them?
Yep. Ms. Jackson is already on Cary, and he hasn't got it started yet. She already know he's about to act up. Yes, you are right.
About to act up. Yes, I'm the mom, so hopefully I can keep him low key. No, he gotta act up. He gotta act up. How are the Pelicans doing? Oh my God. It's like she read my mind. Mom, we're about to get right there real soon. We're about to get there right there real soon. You have on here the Houston Rockets might get into the play-in. Young, dangerous team. Why did you want to highlight them and what they have going on?
Well, as we coming down to the end of the regular season, great phenomenal season for all teams in the playoffs, in the play-in as well. I got to give a big shout out to the Houston Rockets. They are right now the 11th seed at the moment, and they are trailing behind Golden State Warriors, which is number 10, and the Lakers, which are number 9. The Lakers are playing Toronto right now. They should win. We'll see how they play. But the reason I want to point out the Houston Rockets, they are a young, dangerous team. I like what I'm seeing from Jalen Green. He's been aggressive. He's been a playmaker. I like everything that I'm looking for with the Houston Rockets, man. And if they could possibly make the play-in tournament and go to the playoffs, now I ain't going to say they're going to upset anybody because they're going to either have to play OKC or Denver Nuggets. I just don't think they have enough to deal with those teams. But to see a young team with a young Jalen Green, which I believe is in his third year, is especially becoming one of my favorite young players to watch. I like what I'm seeing from the Houston Rockets, man. And I want them to be in the play-in to see what happens if they could possibly make the playoff. So we'll see, man.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the Houston Rockets, outside of the behavior that Ime Udoka was involved in, that I guess you can go in and say he was guilty of, right? Mm-hmm. He got a second shot. Houston Rockets head coach, not sure if he's had any more incidents or any frail outs besides, any on-court things. But he is a dynamic coach. He proved that when he did what he did with Boston, and now he seems to be at least beginning to make that turn with the Houston Rockets, which has been a historically bad franchise since losing James Harden to be a trade or free agency. If you want to look at this situation. So they're looking to round up in the form. They've got great players on there. Jalen Green, like you said, is the one that's front-loaded in this situation. When you look at that, if they get in, they're young, the play-in game, with them being possibly the 9th or 10th seed, they would have to play 2 games. But it's not 7. So they could possibly make it into the playoffs. Who knows? But they would have to get into the 10th seed with the Golden State Warriors being ahead of them. Mm-hmm. Just know the Golden State Warriors are being willed by Steph Curry, and they will possibly miss that if it's left up to Steph Curry and his will and Draymond Green and his antics. Let's not forget about that.
He's ejections, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You can't forget about Draymond. Him being out against the Orlando Magic game. I know Steph was. I know Steph be going through it. Now he see how LeBron feels when he don't have a good team around him. Back in the day. And I ain't gonna say
but much like LeBron, he's still willing them to. I know circumstances are different because imagine the play-in was back then, but circumstances are different. But he's still willing his team to possibly a playoff berth. What they do with that, who knows? But if you're in that 9-10 spot and you win, and then you're playing for the 8th seed, right? You know who you got to face.
You know you got to face, and nobody don't want to face that team.
Especially the first round.
Especially in the first round.
So here we have, we are number 1 seed. I mean, yes, the Celtics are the number 1 seed, but they also have an inability to not finish.
Yeah, just like I did against the Atlanta Hawks last week, sir. By the way, y'all was up by 30, and y'all didn't complete it. Y'all let the Atlanta Hawks come back. And I think they beat the Celtics twice. Again, this is without Trae Young.
They did.
Man. Yeah. Said, you better talk to your team, man, because that was unacceptable.
It is about the Lake Show, the Lakers.
Lakers.
Because Draymond is
gotta do better.
I rock with him. I mean, the good and the bad is, he gonna have his antics and he gonna do some stupid stuff. The good thing is he ain't a ball hog. He is very much so riding for his teammates.
Yep.
The good go with the bad. Steph can come on to the East. I don't think he's gonna leave Golden State. I think they're gonna give him whatever he wants. You'll see moves happen, I believe, in the offseason.
Yeah, look, if I'm Steph or just in general, I would never leave the great sunny skies of California to go to Boston. No.
Nowhere east.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Ain't nowhere. No.
And And back to what our mother asked us, how are the Pelicans doing? They have improved to what the expectations are on them. They were a good team last year, very much so with moxie, grit, played great defense, unbelievable players that you would have never heard of.
Right.
And so this year, with the addition of Zion being healthy, which he has to get a hand clap for that, especially for me because I know I ride him very much so. My thing is, like I said, with him, with Joel Embiid, the thing that Giannis knows, when it comes to them, I want to see them in the playoffs. And this will be our first time seeing him in the playoffs, at least right now as it stands healthy. And we will see what he can do in a 7-game series.
And right now they are the number 6 seed, with the Mavericks being the 5th seed, and both of them had, well, besides that one loss that the Pelicans have, they
lost to the Suns last night.
The Pelicans are 45-30. The Mavs are 45-29, and then the Suns are 44-31. The Kings are 43-31 as well. So it ain't a lot. We had the season's almost over. Playoffs getting ready to rev up. It's small windows. Everybody needs to win. If you want to go above or stay where you at, man, everybody has to win. Because if not, you can find yourself either in a play-in or play out. That's a good one.
Mother for the eyebrow. That is Anthony Davis. He is with the Lakers. So you're with us when we say Lake Show. So you're with us. We are currently battling for a play-in position seating. So
there we are.
Ninth?
Yeah.
Ninth. We are currently ninth. That's the Lakers. They're currently
we
ninth.
are currently ninth.
And instead, Zion, aka Mr. XXX, Triple X.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
All right, so we want to go ahead and get to the thing that everybody wants. I hope this is what y'all came for, because y'all gonna get a lot of it, right? Men's and women's Final Four. We want to go ahead and start with the men's. Why don't we?
Okay.
No shocker here. UConn dominating their bracket and just completely like molly-whopping the last team that I don't even want to call their name, because that's how bad it was with the 30
Illinois.
The 30-point run that basically like solidified the game being over before it started.
Gotta give it, like, first and foremost, let's give a hand clap for Illinois, because I did not expect y'all to go this far. Congratulations, Illinois. By yourself. Congratulations, Illinois, for making it this far, man. But what happened when you step in a room full of giants, in a room full of complete talent all around? That's what happened. We said this plenty of times. We've seen a lot of teams. The last team I can remember seeing was when Kentucky had won it with Anthony Davis in 2011. That team played Baylor back in the day, back in 2012. They played Baylor. The score was tied up at halftime. When the second half came around, it was a whole totally different Kentucky team that came out and played. When Illinois played UConn, I think they may have been tied or somebody was up and down, whatever, at halftime. That team that came out to play Illinois in the second half, that was the UConn team. And that team had that 30-0 run.
And that team will win the national championship no matter who they are facing.
And I can't say enough about this team. Dan Hurley is doing an amazing job with that team. Got them playing position-wise. Everybody's playing their part. Everybody's playing their role. And it's a good team to look at, man. Like, everybody, it's not a star player on this team, but everybody is good at their roles, and everybody's good at what they do individually and as a team. So I like what I'm seeing for UConn.
We have Alabama, who nobody thought would be in the championship. Like, nobody. I'm sorry. If anybody says it and you don't live in the state of Alabama, I'm calling you a liar. And my mother doesn't like the word liar, but that's what they are. Nobody expected Alabama to be in this. And here they are, and they look like a well-rounded team with everything they have going on. 3-point shooting, inside game, good defense, risky takes, all of that. It was very shocking. Hell, Clemson making it was shocking.
That's shocking, man.
So those were the two shockers, right? Some would argue North Carolina State is a shocker.
That's definitely shocking.
But the way that they played us in the ACC championship and the way that they started out playing this tournament, playing through DJ Burns, and shout out to DJ Horn too, but playing through DJ Burns, the big man that everybody loves right now, the one that has a personality, the one that is a bit older than other people too. Let's not forget that. But he has galvanized this team. This team has basically, this team stopped their coach from being fired.
Yep, stopped him. It got an extended contract, got a nice little bonus. Yeah.
From being on the brink of extinction to actually making to the Final Four with the possibility of going to the national championship. My God, what a run.
And let's start from where it all began in the ACC tournament. When they were down by 3 to Virginia, Virginia was up by 3. The guy missed the free throw 1-on-1. They got it, went down court, shot a 3, banked it, made it in. If it wasn't for that 3, they don't make the ACC championship game. More than likely, well, I ain't gonna say more than likely, they don't make the NCAA tournament.
No, they don't.
Their coach get fired. They don't go on this amazing run that we've seen. And again, it's something that I would never in my whole entire life thought 2 things. Alabama would have made it to the Final Four, NC State would have made it to the Final Four, and Clemson would have made it to the Elite Eight. There's some things I thought in my life I would never see. And those 3 things right there, those 3 teams, I thought I wouldn't see. I thought I would never see. But I got to give a kudos, man. The ACC turned up, man. ACC turned up.
ACC did turn up. And also, Purdue winning over Tennessee, which that's the only one I had right in my Elite Eight. Now, Purdue did win, but I do want to say there's some chinks in the armor. And honestly, if we're being honest, and I'm talking about you, Game Freak, if we're being honest, Purdue should have lost to Tennessee. They gave that game up. They should have lost. They got up on them, and they took their foot off the gas, and they should have won. The thing that I want to, because I don't have to highlight too much because Purdue did win. Yeah. The thing that I want to talk about, I think UConn's gonna win. They're in the championship, and I know I'm gonna put some things on the screen here in a minute from what we have in the comments. I honestly am looking forward to the big man battle between Burns and Zach Edey, and I say this with anticipation. Size-wise is Zach Edey, right?
Right.
Skill-wise, I think DJ Burns might put on a show.
I don't think so. See, it's just some things you can't teach, and you can't teach height. You
can't teach good passing either.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can't teach good passing.
And DJ Burns has that skill set with him, and they also like they said that they highlighted that he also doesn't look to shoot a lot either. He's looking to pass. If Zach Edey want to hang back, I think my man gonna sit up there. I don't know if he got a jumper that's consistent. We gonna find out.
You got a jumper that somebody else should have.
Right.
Named Breeze.
Right. Oh, we're gonna get that.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. Yeah, we're gonna get that.
Once again, thank y'all again for tuning in. This is G&C Sports Talk. Yes, this is the rebrand episode. I guess you can say that. I guess that's what they did say. It's the rebrand episode. This is G&C Sports Talk. G right here is Gary. C right there is Cary. Real quick to the comments. We will not speak about Alabama.
We would not speak good about Alabama. Yes, sir, you are right.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I hate their football team. They're gonna go back to obscurity. I mean, it is what it is. But the basketball team, I gotta give them credit, man. They showed out. They showed out, especially against us. And you know I hate losing like we did against Alabama. So they showed up, showed out.
NC State are beast. I got them going to the ship. I think I'm going for NC State. That's mainly because Tanya doesn't like Purdue, and neither do I right now. I put them in the same category.
I want NC State to win too, but I just don't.
Purdue versus UConn, 73-68. Purdue gonna win. I feel you, Game Freak, and I know you gotta die on this. You gotta die on this hill. I love it. You've been saying this. Give you all the credit in the world
since day one.
But 73-68. If you think UConn not gonna put up more points than 68, you are sorely mistaken, my friend. You are sorely mistaken, my friend. Now my
woohoos.
Yes. So the thing that I want to talk about, the thing that we've been caping for since last year, women's basketball, college women's basketball. What a spectacular games, that we had last night. And even over the whole weekend. Also, we'll talk about the controversy here soon. But the games we had last night, LSU, Iowa. If you don't know, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows, LSU, Iowa is a thing that was painted as race when everybody started paying attention last year. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. We know what happened. LSU Tigers won.
Right.
This was deemed with Caitlin Clark, and then this was deemed with Angel Reese in terms of I have this ring and you don't.
Yep.
This is the rematch. Also, Caitlin Clark meeting with LSU had never won against them 5 times previously. So last night was her first
time. Oh, okay.
See,
I didn't know that. Wow.
Last night was her first win against LSU.
Yep.
And that's a spoiler if you didn't know. So LSU versus Iowa. Iowa won. They pulled it out. A masterful performance. I think the biggest thing that I saw in that game watching it last night was Iowa came out pushing the pace.
Yeah.
And I know both teams said they play fast. Iowa was playing like they had their heads cut off.
Getting the ball up the court, making transitions. I ain't gonna say cherry pick, but
no, it wasn't cherry pick.
But one of the players just outrun. They pretty much just outran LSU, and I mean, Kim Mulkey didn't make the adjustments that I thought she was gonna make to begin the game. If you ask me, I think they should have went through Flau'jae Johnson. If you can recall, against the game against UCLA, that was the best game I ain't gonna say the best game she had, but she was the best player on the court.
That was the best game in the tournament, I think, though. 24 points, 12 rebounds, and undoubtedly was the reason why they won that game. And it wasn't because of Angel Reese. And people can take that the wrong way, but Angel Reese was not the thing in this tournament that was to be highlighted on their team.
Yeah.
It was the coming out party of Flau'jae and how hard she's been working this whole time.
And definitely gotta give a big shout out to Louisiana's own Michaela, if I'm not mistaken. She was the number 1 player in 2023, and she's from Bossier, Louisiana. Gotta represent for that. But
I think Sade will tell her she's from Texarkana, but she wound up going to Bossier. I'm telling you what she would tell you.
That's fine. That's cool. But she went and played in Louisiana. But hey, Sade still love so I love of it. But it is either way. But the emergence of Michaela, if I'm not mistaken, she did something. I don't know what that was, but hey, everything was good, man. Kim Mulkey, if you ask me my opinion, I think Flau'jae should have been on Caitlin Clark. I think if we looking at the draft point right now with Angel Reese, I think Angel Reese and Haley Van Leet have to decide if they want to go in the WNBA draft to come back for another season. I think
Haley should stay.
If you ask me my opinion, I think Haley should stay. Angel Reese has proved what she can do. She has proved her worth with all the WNBA coaches, presidents, but Haley Van Leet, this was definitely a disappointing season. Well, not season, but definitely a disappointing NCAA tournament for you, especially with all the hype coming around you. Especially when you went to Louisville, we saw what you did at Louisville, and you came down here. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but you didn't show up like I know you can show up. So if you listen to this, come back for another year, prove your worth, and show everybody what you can do in the tournament. We not regular season, you did your thing, but this tournament, this year's tournament, you did not perform the way I know you can. So get back on it, man.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that, but real quick, my mom says ULM women, they are still in the NIT. Did not know that.
Okay.
Appreciate you for letting us know that. Much like we both said, we didn't understand why Flau'jae Johnson, who has the length and better defense and is closer in height to Caitlin Clark, was not on Caitlin Clark until the very last end where it didn't matter. Caitlin Clark is 6 feet. Didn't know she was 6 feet. Thought she was 5'11" or 5'10". Didn't know Flau'jae Johnson was 5'10". I thought she was like 5'8", 5'9". So, but both of them 5'10" versus 6 feet would have been a better matchup. They said Haley was a little bit sick, had to keep getting IV. Don't know why.
Okay.
Don't know why. Well, don't know why. Number one, she was on the court that much.
Right. If that's the case.
And don't know why Flau'jae was not primarily on Caitlin, whether you set up there and mixed it up or not. And then I also do not know why what we call a blitz. He has the ball. It's 5 people. 5 people. It's 5 on 5, right? He has the ball. He's the number 1 threat. dangerous shooter, the whole 9 yards. When he gets the ball and rotates to a side of the court, we're going to blitz him, meaning 1 to 2 to 3 people will be on him, and everybody else kind of got to run around with their chicken with their head cut off to be able to say, okay, you're not going to get us. Somebody else got to get us, and we're just going to pray that we can get back in time. Right. That never happened, at least until the end. The thing that we got to look forward to with Iowa versus UConn coming up, Paige Beckers.
Yep.
Paige Beckers is supposed to be what Caitlin Clark is. She got hurt last year and also got hurt the year before, only playing 17 games. Paige Beckers, if y'all have not seen her Friday night, please watch her because Paige Beckers looks like Kyrie Irving when she drives to the hole with them sexy layups that she does.
Yeah, like, look, again, I know we talked about this as well. If Paige does get injured, I don't think we hear as much about Caitlin Clark right now because Paige was number one in her class coming out of high school, and also she had a whole lot of expectations that unfortunately she couldn't control because of injuries. But now everybody's seeing the potential that she has, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what UConn and Iowa has. I think I have UConn winning that game, and also we have South Carolina going against North Carolina State. The first time that both teams are playing in the Final Four. UConn men's and women's playing in the Final Four, and we also have North Carolina State, NC State men's and women's playing in the Final Four. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I can't wait. I think South Carolina may win that game, but it's gonna be a hard-fought game. They win these games, and they ain't gonna say they barely win them, but they all win these games by a little bit, by a nice little margin.
So South Carolina, I believe, has had their hardest game in terms of them not playing their best and still pulling it out. Mm-hmm. I think you see against them in North Carolina State that they come out and they'll dominate, whether it be the first half and be up by a bunch, or it be the second half and they come out like UConn did. Like South Carolina's going to the finals. Will they win it? Right. We'll see who they go against, because what I'm looking at on the other side, Iowa, Caitlin Clark scored 41 points, but the assist that she had was ridiculous.
The assist, yeah.
Paige Beckers showed the hell up, and it was crazy. Paige Beckers doesn't even have the whole UConn team, and they still look very freaking good. I forgot the freshman name. That's the point guard. Okay. But she's been showing out, and that's who they've been waiting for to kind of emerge as well. But we say all this to say this long soliloquy. Final Four is here. That means 8 games altogether. You should watch them. Mm-hmm. It's going to be something spectacular. And depending on who is matched up in the championship games, I'm not going to lie, they don't disappoint. Yeah. So you should definitely look forward to those, and you should see those. Did you have anything else before we went on?
No, man.
Oh, I do want to get to these comments real quick.
Haley can go. That's what Sid said.
No, he said Haley can go. And she can go. From Bossier. So what you talk? Don't worry about it, because she told me something completely different a couple of times.
It's from Bossier. Yeah,
I knew that, but I was told something different. Anyway, let's see. Kim Mulkey said she was scolded by the governor during the Star Spangled Banner. What did she do or didn't do?
They didn't. The LSU team didn't come out to the Star Spangled Banner to that. They was in the locker room, I guess, stretching, whatever. It really don't mean nothing. The governor, whatever she think, whatever, the American flag, it don't matter. That's what the team didn't want to do. I don't even think they even knew about it. I was out during the national anthem. LSU,
I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, LSU girls was in the locker room or doing whatever they were doing, maybe stretching or whatever. So they didn't get a chance to do the national anthem. We didn't. Me personally, I care less about the national anthem. I want a good game, and that they provided a good game. I don't care about all the national anthem. I don't care about that before the game starts. I just want to see a good game.
I mean,
so it is what it is.
For the governor complaining and all that, I mean, the only thing I got to say is when you at your own home with the doors closed and all that, national anthem come on, do you stand up?
We don't care.
I just wanted to ask that question. I know we ain't got to care.
Yeah, national anthem, it is what it is. Care less about that.
South Carolina getting cocky. That's a good play on words. Number one said that's great. That was beautiful. I loved it. We here. Mm-hmm. No, they aren't getting cocky. Only reason why is because when you think they were getting cocky, Don Staley said, Raven Johnson said nobody can guard us. And Don Staley was like, but they scored 17 or there's some points.
Right.
So, or we can take on anybody. As much as they might want to get cocky, Don won't let them get cocky.
Don won't let them get cocky.
One of their star players, and they full of stars, she pulled her because she wasn't pulling her weight. So, I don't think they could ever get too cocky. Don won't let them because that ain't who she drafted. And I mean, not draft. That's not who she's recruiting. She recruiting people who really want to play, who got that dog in them, and she won't let them get cocky. As far as Raven, you should watch your comments, baby girl. I know you shooting threes now, but last year it was abysmal for you, and we all remember why. Yeah. If you know, you know. Real quick, so we go ahead and get to our segments. You about to read that? Whatever.
All right, that's what we call Virginia Peach woohoos. Woohoos. It's our nickname. It's a fish that can drink twice its weight of water. Also, riding Don Staley for that VA Connect. Shout out to VA. Yeah, shout out to VA, but she from Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, but she
She did play at Virginia. I got to tell you, she did play at Virginia. That's a bit. Let's see what the other comment have to say. This is from said, I knew you'd catch it. You are right. That's what we do here. That's what we do here at G&C Sports Talk. That's what we do here. Game getting They are though. But hey,
said crazy. Oh dang, I forgot to put up the pretend we just got to talk about the women's and it was up there.
All right, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have what we call flag on the play, and pretty much when flag on the play is when we see anything egregious and we hear anything coaches say, anything players say, anything they say crazy, we have to call them out because it's our job as sports enthusiasts. Going to do that a couple more times.
It played so fast at time. Now see.
All right. So with no further ado, the flag on the play goes to the NCAA. They said the 3-point line in Texas versus North Carolina State was 9 inches short on one side, and the other side it was the correct length. I don't know what blunder, who to blame this on. I'm just blaming on NCAA. I don't even know if they came.
NCAA is right.
Yeah, I'm blaming on y'all. Yeah, it's y'all fault because I think y'all had something to do with this. I don't think they knew anybody to catch it, or whoever was over there to design the court to put the 3-point line and all of that. Y'all messed up horribly. Y'all should be called out. Who's in charge of that? Y'all should be called out. Y'all should be making a formal apology. This was not right. The Texas coach had every reason to be mad. It just don't make no sense, especially with what's going on in women's basketball. This is just another blunder. If you can recall a few years ago, the women's college basketball teams, I guess their weight room, whatever, or their training room was so trash, it got everybody attention. So I need whoever to clean it up.
Well, let's not forget about women having to play in a hotel for they had to play in the hotel. Let's not forget about that. But in terms of that, in terms of that blunder, that blunder actually took place in the Portland region. It wasn't just for that game.
The Portland region, yeah.
So it took place for the Portland region, and also like both coaches were told about it beforehand. They did not want to wait. It was going to take about an hour to like redo it and make sure it was right. So that's why they both played, because they came to the conclusion we're going to have a half on each side, so nobody really gets an advantage. Yeah. But it still sucks that happens on this stage instead of a regular game. You know, it shouldn't happen in a regular game.
It shouldn't happen in any time.
That was a good flag on the play because I was going to put that on there, but you got to before I did. My flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen, goes to somebody who just keeps feeding their stories, the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys were liars to us last year when they fired Kellen Moore previously and then said that they wanted to run the ball more in order to take pressure off of Dak Prescott and also give their defense that was so not fantastic last year rest. The flag on the play goes to them because not only did they not run the ball last year, they also kept Tony Pollard, who is not an every down back, at least in their offense from what we saw. They are now in contract talks with getting Ezekiel Elliott back, who they got rid of because they said they're going to run the ball more because they said he was washed. Now they're going to get him back. And it seems so stupid because why are you going to get Ezekiel Elliott back when you said he was washed, when you had the chance to get Derrick Henry, who's a better back in all intents and purposes, and yet now you're going to go back to the well like this is the magic formula to get y'all over the hump. And the sad part about all this, you're still not going to run the ball. So why would you even do that? But Ezekiel Elliott, you get your money, good sir. Shout out to your agent for saying, let's go ahead and strike the well real quick because these idiots don't have a running back right now. So why not present you? And looks like they falling for it. And it shouldn't be news, but it will be because at the end of the day, they ain't got a choice but to sit up there and go ahead and sign them because they got bigger problems out there than a running back.
Yep. Rest in peace, Vontae Davis, by the way, I think.
Rest in peace, Vontae Davis.
Rest in peace. All right. Well, great flag on the play. I like that. I didn't know that until you just had told me.
Yours too.
All right, man. Well,
splash lights.
As you can see, we got our next segment is when life comes at you fast, and when life comes at you fast is pretty much when you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you have your parachute on. You jump out the plane, and that parachute don't work. So when life comes at you fast. So this goes to none other than a whole Portland Trail Blazers NBA team. Now, I haven't witnessed a score like this in a long time, people. I seen some scores in my day, but not like this. The reason the Portland Trail Blazers are getting the When Life Comes at You Fast award is because they lost last week to the Miami Heat. The score of this game was 141 to 82 points. You heard me right. The score of that game that the Portland Trail Blazers lost was 141 to 82. Now, you might be saying, Cary, why are you giving the flag on? Well, when life comes at you fast.
Yes, why are you giving them when life comes at you fast?
I'll tell you why. It's because the effort was not there. The effort was not there. 82 points. And you let another team score 141 points. You couldn't even get to 100. You couldn't even get to 90. You couldn't get to 90 points. Now, I'm not saying that 90 would have been helpful. You still lost by a wide margin. But if I was the GM of that franchise, I would have fined everybody on that team that played that game. Because that was downright disrespectful to the game of basketball, the game that I love, the game that I enjoy watching and playing myself. That was an abysmal performance. And thank God y'all kind of wiped that out. Y'all need to wipe that out of the playbook, whatever y'all had going on. I don't know what the injuries were. I don't know who was playing, but y'all need to get fined. Whoever played that game, y'all need to get fined. Chauncey Billups, I love you. You need to get fined because I don't know what happened in that game.
I don't know about fining Chauncey. He ain't do it.
Well,
I know he's the coach, but he ain't do it, though.
Yeah, prepare better, man. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, when life comes at you fast, that goes to the Portland Trail Blazers from last week.
I feel like
what you feel
I understand what you're saying, but I just feel like that. I feel like that's what this NBA is nowadays. Like you might see a blowout, and whether it's lack of effort or lack of defense, or lack of care, was they shooting shots and missing, or because I didn't see the game. I
just saw the score. I ain't see the game myself.
I just want to, because and then it's to Miami, a team that don't even shoot like that. Miami play close games, hard games. Yeah. I don't know. The Portland thing is almost like it's the G League of Phil experience because
that's what you call it.
I mean, I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it was disrespectful.
It doesn't make sense.
Do better. We don't need no more of that. No more of that.
NBA need a culture change. Give me some rough fouls real quick. Let me see a couple of fights. What Draymond in when you need him? He wouldn't allow him there.
This is not boxing.
He wouldn't allow that. All right. So the next thing, the final segment before we get to the final segment. The money shot. The money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget. This one's going to be easy, ladies and gentlemen, something that we've been saying this whole time. And this here money shot. This here money shot goes to the name change, the branding change, G&C Sports Talk. Yes, this goes to you, good sir, because I believe you came up with it first. So at least I'm going to give you credit right now while we're on there.
Appreciate it.
But yes, this name change is for our full split breakaway freedom, if you will. This will be on the hearts and minds of everywhere, in skyscrapers one day, in the billboards, in the lights, if you will. This here money shot, the thing that I want you to remember that you can't forget. Go back and listen to this episode again. We are now G&C Sports Talk, something that's very familiar, easy on the eyes, if you will, something that you can't forget. We here, ladies and gentlemen, it's the twins.
Gotta love it, man.
You gotta love it. Yes, that's my money shot. And we are finally at the end. We are here for what everybody's been waiting for. Or at least we have.
Gotta love it, man.
We have our music picks of the week. We have my attempt to say the music picks of the week. But before we get there, before we get to ours,
okay,
we have a couple
people. Shout them out, baby. Let's get it.
The crowd. And we have here from G, Buckle Buddy by Tanner Adele.
Right.
I got it right?
You got it right.
All right. Y'all don't know I really got joy over here. I suck at this. Thank you, G, for that. And also from Tanya, Marathon by Raheem Devon.
Yeah.
I know him. On brand for me when I'm looking for a running song.
Okay.
I feel you on that. I actually knew that one.
All right.
Well, G gonna tell me if I got it wrong because she already told me I get it wrong. So I'll find out if I got the name wrong or not. But yeah,
check them out. Thank y'all for listening to y'all songs, man. I know I'm gonna check them out. Gotta check them out for sure.
We got one more from Chelsea. Nothing Sweet by Naomi Sharon.
Yeah.
You about to say Sharon?
Sharon, I was about to say Sharon. Hey, you never know, man. That's all I can say. You never know.
Oh, we got one. We got another one coming in from Game Freak, Mr. Purdue himself. I'm a bad man by
Nemo Calvin.
Okay.
All right.
I think I listened to that one this weekend. Okay. From Sade, Love On by Selena Gomez.
Okay. Guys, she got a couple of good records. I have to admit, she got a couple of good records.
That Nemo Cal, I really think I listened to it this weekend. I'm gonna find out in my Spotify. I think I did. All right, that's a good one. Thank y'all so much for the picks. We do appreciate it. The reason why we do the music picks, since we didn't say it beforehand, but the reason why we do it is something old, something new, something borrowed, something new that we want you to listen to when you think about this podcast. Come back and listen to it again.
Thanks.
Because we surely do appreciate number one. Number two, we just want to share our love of music. And we want y'all in on the thing too. So yeah, we give y'all 2 picks a piece, something just to remember us by. And did you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Yeah, let me go first, man. This is off the album from Travis Scott, Utopia. This record is called I Know. I like the video. It's nice. The production of the song is nice and upbeat. The video is A1 too. And also, it's just a nice little vibe. And also, the second song that I do have is All Black, featuring Shoreline Mafia out of the West Coast, out of California. Road Run.
I mess with Shoreline Mafia.
I love me some Shoreline Mafia. Shout out to Shoreline Mafia too. But yeah, Travis Scott, I Know off Utopia, and All Black featuring Shoreline Mafia, Road Run.
All right. Well, my 2 picks comes from CeeLo Green featuring Timberland, I'll Be Around. This is an old one, but some people been doing some different dances with it and all this stuff like that online. And I was like, I heard this before. And so when I heard it and finally found it, I was like, oh, I know what this is. So CeeLo Green featuring Timberland, a little bit older record, I'll Be Around. And something that's not so old, but it's still old because I'm not sure if he came out with anything good here lately. But Roddy Ricch, Die Young. It's been a
good one. Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute since he didn't came up with a solid project, but he came out the gates with a banger. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he was running, man. He had the Flazé Johnson going on. He had the high hand going on. Then Yeah, but anyway,
He got the Caitlin Clark addiction.
he got the Caitlin Clark addiction, man. But yeah, man. Any more thoughts about LSU? I know we talked about the
why we gotta talk about this?
I know you talked about we both talked about the victimizing with Angel Reese yesterday when they lost the game. And one thing I'm gonna have to go on my little rant just a little bit. The one thing I hate from any athlete, I ain't gonna say any athlete, but it's different when you win and it's different when you lose. Well, the thing that happened last night after LSU lost, Angel Reese was telling the world that she gets sexualized, she gets called out of name, racist people talk to her and everything. And I have to say to Angel Reese, love you and all that, but that's life. When you win, just like you did against UCLA on Saturday, when you win, you talked a whole bunch. At the end, mind you, at the end, when you win, you said something to the coach. You said, "Watch your mouth." To a grown adult, you shouldn't have said it. You say all this stuff when you win it, but with the time that you lose is always something else that don't have nothing to do with the game. So we need to get that out. It's 2024. People still gonna be racist. That ain't gonna stop. People still gonna sexualize beautiful women like everybody that's playing the game. That's never gonna stop. It is what it is. You're gonna have to learn to take them licks, man. When you lose a game, just be like, hey, I lost, we lost. We did everything we could. We just fell a little bit short, and that's the thing. But don't make it about anything else other than that. Because when you lost it, all the other stuff ain't had nothing to do with it. And when you win and you be talking crazy or saying all this crazy stuff, it be all smiles. But when you lose, it's kind of like frowns. I feel you hold your head up. It's just a game. You already won your championship. It is what it is. So good, man.
Real quick, and I've been coming to in a minute, but real quick, from my cousin, South Carolina versus UConn in the national championship.
Facts.
That's what I'm seeing too, my friend from G. She said, "That's life?" ? Stop.
Yeah, it's life.
I know what you're saying. I know we had talked about it before. With the whole comments and things like that, I think I know what I'm saying. I won't speak for you. I know what I'm saying. It's that energy, right? Like when you were winning, if you would have said this, maybe it would have hit different. And when you losing, it didn't really hit the same.
Okay.
No, I'm saying I'm with you. I'm saying
okay.
When she wins, she don't say the whole I'm this, I'm that. And when you lose, now it's prime opportunity to say that. But like you said, when it comes to just not even a level of trash talking, but I guess who she does it to.
Okay.
Then that's the thing, right?
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that's me.
Okay.
I ain't speaking for you.
Okay.
I thought you were looking at me like I was crazy.
Was I wrong? Was I wrong in saying everything?
I didn't say you was. I said I'm speaking for me. I'm saying you said the same energy. That's what I'm saying. As far as the life thing, I'm with you because at the end of the day, we all go through it. Whether we step outside, we might wish to be something that we perfectly happy. We judge and all this stuff like that. It's not real. It is life. I'm with you on that. That's what I'm saying. You looking at me like I was wrong.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying.
All right. That's a bet.
Keep that same energy.
I'm with you. I explained it more. That's all I'm saying. I explained it more. I'm with you. I hear you.
It's life.
Anyway, thank y'all again. You didn't think we was gonna make it to an hour, but we did. Thank y'all again for tuning in. This is the newly improved, new branded G&C Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture,
by the culture,
because we are the culture. You did?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Y'all take it easy. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We will see y'all really, really soon. And we out. Well, we about to be out. My thing froze. There we go. We out now.
Thank you for listening to Bottom Line Sports Talk. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and don't forget to share. We'll see you next time.